Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We talked the whole night through. Good morning. Good morning to you, and you, and you, and you. Good morning, La Dancy Nancy. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody, to Blue Witch Presents Coffee Break with Laura González. I'm all hot and sweaty because I just did my morning walk, and oh my god, it's hot. Well, it's not hot, it's a little humid, I think. I don't know. Anyway, today we have tarot and we have oracles, and we have a beautiful day to be indigenous and a beautiful indigenous people's day. And the cards that we're going to be working with is the Dark Wood Tarot by um, Sasha Graham. We're going to be using the Halloween Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. We're going to use the Divine Animals Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. The Nightmare Before Christmas Halloween deck. And also the Traditional Rider-Waite Smith. And welcome, Cannabis Eatery Chicago. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Isn't it a beautiful, gorgeous day to be indigenous? Every day is a beautiful, gorgeous day to be indigenous, but today, October 13th on 2025, is a little bit more beautiful than any other day. And we love being indigenous. Somebody just said on my post, it's a beautiful day for the people who have loved this land the longest. I like that. I like that. It's a person that is a very conscientious person that is not part of the global majority, and they recognize their privilege, and they commented, it's a wonderful day for people who have loved this land the longest, and I really like that. So the other thing that we have anew today, well, we started Friday and we're going to continue, is when we pull the cards, we're not going to ask for any higher self because we are not tethered to any white entities up high in the sky, but we are deeply tied to our roots inside of us, and we are deeply connected to the earth, and we're also connected to the cosmos and all that. But when people say higher self, it always has that intrinsic racism in it. Like white magic, black magic has racism in it. So we're going to call into our deeper self. Breathe with me, if you will. May our deeper self give us the information we need at this moment, and may it be used for the greater good. Hello, Sandia. Indigenous Peoples Day. Woo! We got the Fool. We got the Fool. And she is ready to jump. And she is ready to take a leap of faith. And she is ready to go around the world and about the world. And she's ready to do her walkabout. And the universe is telling her, take a leap of faith. You know, my mom used to say, if you have a solution, why worry? And if you don't have a solution, why worry? And that's very much the spirit of the Fool. Don't be fooled by the fool, call it being called a fool, because they are not foolish, but they are rather carefree, not careless, but carefree. Carefree, guilt-free, shame-free, liberated, wise smart entities that just decide to take a leap of faith, knowing that they are uh, universally connected and divinely protected. And so they're going to take a leap of faith. So if this is the day that you decide to start a new something, a new enterprise, a new way of seeing things in life, a new job, a new school, a new career, you're getting married, you're getting divorced, you having a baby, you're not having a baby, whatever it is that you are starting today, it looks like a beautiful day. And I love that that carefree energy came out for us here on Indigenous Peoples Day, because we know about wandering and going out into nature and finding answers and going about and doing our walkabouts and doing our journeys, right? And a journey does not necessarily have to involve going somewhere, but it's your mind, your spirit, your being going somewhere. I want to say welcome to a bunch of people that just joined. Seiji Mama, Rosas y Espinas, Marvelously Marisa, and Alex, Alex 406, and of course Sandia, who is here on the Facebook en el Caralibro. Sandia, you just reminded me. We had, oh wait, Saji Mama says, Saji Mama, how you say it? I pulled a full card on my overall theme in October, though it meant I wasn't educated in my choices. Love your interpretation, so much better. And Rebecca Shali, my sister, cousin, Indigenous friend, and really, really loving women, says Happy Indigenous Peoples Day. Tlaskamati, Rebecca, I love you. And I miss seeing your face and I miss hugging you. And happy Indigenous People Day to you and everybody else around you. Oh, so I'm correct at saying Saji Mama. Saji short for Sagittarius. I'm in Wendy's Coven. Well, I'm so glad you're here, Saji Mama. I was telling you guys about the class last night. Sandia reminded me because she's here about our class last night. Oh, I forgot my glasses. I'm gonna have to pull the old, dusty, dirty glasses because I forgot my regular glasses. Our class yesterday, talking about Ishquin Tlasolteotl, it was just beautiful. And we are so happy that you all join us. These are the old glasses. Whoever joined on the class yesterday, we had a full house. We had 13 paid tickets. We have 9 people in the class, 15 tickets and 9 people in the class. That was amazing. And I was so very happy. Sandia says it was lovely and powerful. And if you didn't catch the class yesterday live, you can still go to bluewitch.org and click on the calendar section. Click on yesterday. By the class. The recording will be available shortly. Andrea is busy working and doing her stuff, so we got to give Andrea a little bit of grace and a little bit of time to catch up. But the class will be in shortly, and she will email you if you pay for your ticket. She will email you when it's available for you. And for those who saw it live, you know, you can go and revisit the class. I don't limit access. Once you buy one of my classes, you can revisit it for forever. That's why we consider the website a community and not just a website. It's very interactive. And all the love to Andrea because that's her creation. All right, so let's see what the Divine Animals Oracle has for us today. Sandia says it was insightful. Yes, it was. We were talking about shit, among other things. We have the Swan. We have the Swan card for today. And I can only imagine all of you when I say we were talking about shit. What? You gotta be there. You have to be there. You know, Ishquin Tlasulter is the goddess of the earth and cleansing and getting rid of dirt and muck And so we were talking about those processes as well. So enough about that. Beauty. Beauty is the card insight for today. Beauty is all around us. If we care to observe, the natural world provides so much of it. However, remember beauty is highly subjective. Love yourself first and know yourself. Look for the beauty in the situation. Ask and your questions will be answered. Do you hear that, Sandia? It's talking about know yourself. Because we were talking about that last night, knowing yourself. So the card's message is about beauty, and it's beautiful. Beauty is all around us. If we care to observe it, the natural world provides so much of it. However, remember, beauty is highly subjective. Love yourself first and know yourself. Look for the beauty in the situation. Ask and your questions will be answered. So let me tell you about that last part that it says ask and your questions will be answered, because for years I have been using this little chant when I need my heart to be grounded, and I say, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am loved, I am whole, I am divinely protected. And then it needed another line, and I didn't know what line to put on. And I asked the universe to give me a line. So I'm walking down my street and I'm looking at the Sears Tower. And what came to me is like the tower I'm erected. And I'm like, oh, that sounds good. I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am loved, I am whole. I am divinely protected like the tower I'm erected. But then I'm like, what about when I'm not looking at the tower? And then what came through is to the cosmos I'm connected. And that just happened an hour ago. So when you ask, really, 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 the universe, the divine, God, Goddess, Buddha, Krishna, Allah, Jesus, whatever you call the divine, they answer, you know. So the new rhyme goes, because sharing is caring. I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am whole, I am love, I am divinely protected, to the cosmos I'm connected. Or to the universe, if you want to say, but to the universe doesn't rhyme as well. I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am whole, I am loved, I am divinely protected, to the cosmos I'm connected. That's how witches do it. Come to the classes, guys. The classes get really, really fun. They're still $30. We're about to finish the goddess, the decolonizing the goddess. And next year we're going to do the 20 days signs of the Tonalpowali. And we're going to talk about the day energy and the teteo, or the god and goddess that goes along with that energy. And I am really thinking about doing a class with the 4 quarters, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to do it, or if I hold on to that, or make it like a workshop, like a special workshop online. I don't know. When I tell Andrea, she's probably going to be like, more, and I'm going to be like, yes. I'll talk about it with you, but for now, the 20 days of the Tonalpowali is the plan for next year. Hello, Masas Mundo. Oh, Masas Mundo came to visit me yesterday, and I was so happy, and there was so much love. All right, let's see what. This is Halloween. This is Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. The Nightmare Before Christmas. It has the Emperor reverse. Yes! Emperor reverse. Emperor reverse. Please and thank you. Though in the movie is Sandy Claus and is reverse. So nothing against Sandy Claus. But No emperors. And no kings. Just indigenous people being marvelous. So the emperor reversed. It says, is there a major power struggle going? The fact that you're asking. Is there a major power struggle going on in your life right now? It could be you're feeling paralyzed. If someone's walking all over you, stand up for yourself. Examine and reassess your plans and daily routines. And don't be afraid to shake things up. I want you to hear all the commentary I have for this card. You got it, right? Let me read again. Is there a major power struggle going on in your life right now? It could be you're feeling paralyzed. If someone's walking all over you, stand up for yourself. Examine and reassess your plans and daily routines. And don't be afraid to shake things up. Marvelously Marissa says, did Noogie Boogie hang him upside down in the movie? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And then he was freed and liberated by Jack and Sally. But yeah. So imagine this. Imagine you have the desire to celebrate your culture because you're of Italian descent. And you have among the roster of people that can represent you, icons of your culture. I'm just going to tell you a few names, right? Botticelli, Andrea Bocelli, Pavarotti, I don't know, Sophia Loren, even, no, that's a pedophile. I don't know. I think Vivaldi was Italian as well. Da Vinci, Leonardo da Vinci, and you pick Columbus? Come on. And when the creators and founders and main instigators of the Inquisition, when the creators of the Inquisition say that that man was deranged and that he should be put down and stopped. So the guys that did the Inquisition were telling Columbus, dude, you're going too far. And you choose that man to be the representative of your culture? A happy, resilient, thriving, and loving Indigenous Peoples Day to all who are indigenously divine. And it's Indigenous People Day. You cannot change it. All right, let's see what the Rider-Waite has to say. If anything, grab Da Vinci, man. All right. We got two from the... Marissa says it makes the reverse feel even more appropriate. So we do have healing. We have some healing happening here. So it's the Three of Swords, but it's reversed, right? When the Three of Swords comes right side up, we're talking about betrayal. We're talking about heartache. mental pain, feeling that so it's not like, oh my God, I'm hurting. It's more just like, how could they, right? It's like, I cannot understand how this is happening. And when the card reverses itself, is kind of like a space between healing, acceptance, still pain, still recognizing the betrayal, still recognizing the lies and the deceiving, but it's talking about healing that is coming through, right? It's the understanding that those wounds become doors and opportunities to expand and move forward and let the pain out and let the healing in. And that's what the Three of Swords reverse is telling us at the moment. And it's accompanied by um, the Knight of Pentacles. So Sandia just jumped from Facebook to Instagram. Hi, Sandia. So we have the Knight of Pentacles here that is representing um, strategy. It's telling us that we have precious cargo, that we can and will move forward, but it is convenient that we make a good plan, right? That we buy our time, that we weigh our possibilities, that we are measured in moving and making our decisions, and that we don't have to run. We don't have to jump at the first thing. Now, this might sound contradictory to some of you when you heard the fool earlier that said, take a leap of faith. But remember that the fool is taking a leap of faith, but it's not being foolish. The fool is trusting the universe, right? Because the fool does not have precious cargo. The fool only has themselves to jump and seize the opportunity. This is a different guy. And this guy has precious cargo. This person has precious cargo. And because of that, they're very grounded and they're very strategic. And they're not just going to gallop into whatever decision, especially the combined reading, especially when they're healing their heart, when they're becoming healed out of the after whatever it is that caused them sorrow and pain and sadness, etc. So, folks, steady. How does this say go? Slow and steady? Slow and steady wins the race. Or if you're like the fool and you're ready to take a leap of faith because there's nothing left to lose, then you do that. But if you still have precious cargo, take your time. You know, nobody's rushing you. We have one last card for today, and that comes from the Halloween Oracle. Before I forget, let me tell you, tonight I'm doing a free YouTube presentation for EPSAT on the origin and traditions of the Day of the Dead. It's going to be a very quick 30-minute presentation at 7 p.m. You can go to my calendar, bluewitch.org, and right on the calendar for today is going to show you that, or you can find it on Insta, or you can go to my link tree, you know, but, you know, it's easier to find on the bluewitch.org. Click on it, 7 p.m. tonight. Very succinct origin and tradition of the Day of the Dead. Origin and traditions of the Day of the Dead. And also tonight, pre-recorded, same 7 o'clock. You can watch it later. You can listen to it later. Interview with Judika about her new oracle. So on the one podcast, I'm a guest. On the other podcast, I'm the host. And you can find that and everything else on bluewitch.org. And if you feel that you want to honor me on Indigenous People Day, want to buy me a cup of coffee or something, Blue Witch at Venmo, $0 Blue Witch 1 at Cashapp, Blue Witch at bluewitch.org for Zelle, and or my phone number for Zelle. And Last card for today. We're going to do the Halloween Oracle. And this is the one that can... Ooh! We have the Skull of Darkness. Skull of Darkness. And hello, Samantha. Skull of Darkness. Here it is. Ooh, it's a long reading. I'm going to read it only once because it's kind of long. The beautiful and mysterious Skull of Darkness encourages us to look to the part of ourselves that normally remains hidden or as unseen as possible. We may not appreciate or like certain aspects of ourselves, and yet sometimes our greatest treasures lie within these areas. How many times have you heard of famous artists or people extremely successful in their fields being bullied or being so different, yet it is their very difference from others that makes them so powerful. Additionally, all of us at some stage of our life have certain blind spots that might cause us grief and trouble. Although we cannot see the issue clearly, it is the repeated patterns of pain that might alert us to them. Symptoms, if you will. For example, the same things keep happening over and over again. We might be betrayed repeatedly, fail at something repeatedly, not complete tasks continually. Peace and pattern break-in can be achieved by doing the work and uncovering our blind spot, or even consulting trusted friends or professionals to assist us to see what we cannot. This is very fitting with doing shadow work and the work of Tlasalteur and Tezcatlipoca. That is what we were talking about last night in class. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to repeat because it's already 27 minutes. So, Skull of Darkness. We might not wish to delve there, the shadows, the darkness, the unknown. Yet, when we search, we reveal, and our power, it has grown. We might not wish to delve there, the shadows, the darkness, the unknown. Yet, when we search, we reveal, and our own power, it has grown. Thank you, folks, for being here. Thank you for coming to the classes. Thank you for signing up for the newsletter. Thank you for signing up for future classes or services. Thank you for sending your tips and your love offerings. There's nothing that is too small. A cup of coffee costs $5. You know, that's fine. I will see you Wednesday. And until we meet again, never forget that you are loved.